Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see, it's hunting season right now, and I'm up here with my dad, Gwyn 1947, and we're doing some elk hunting. It's actually the last weekend, and he's actually hunting. I'm not. I'm just out here helping him track and helping him find these elk. And last night we actually kicked one up and tracked him for a while. Got a little late for us, so we're back up here this morning trying to kick him back up. Hopefully he's still in the area. But I just wanted to bring you guys along, bring the cameras along, and actually do a couple reviews for you later today and tonight. And hopefully we'll find this elk and get us some meat for the winter. So stay tuned. See you out there. Just wanted to give you guys a view of some of the beautiful country we've been hunting through and what we get to see. It's steep out here, but just absolutely beautiful. Alright, we got some fresh tracks here. Look like from this morning. I've been following them for a little while. And Dad is actually on the other side of this brush somewhere. So I'm going to keep following these tracks, hopefully kick this thing up and get him running towards Dad. And you see it's really thick out here, so pretty hard to move through, really hard to stay quiet, but that's okay because we want to kick this thing up, get him moving. Well, Dad and I just met up, and as we met up, we caught 3 bull moose moving across the road down in the valley below us. But we don't have our moose tags, but we thought, you know, if we can move around them, get some video, get some pictures of them, just be a little bonus for this weekend trip. But we met up, and he's moving out, and I'm actually looking over the valley right now, see if I can keep an eye on the moose, maybe even see some elk moving through. But Dad's moving around the ridge line. I'm going to sit up here for a little bit, keep an eye out, and we'll meet up with him again later. So stay tuned. There's 2 of the moose that we were just talking about. They're away. There's the 3rd one. Just to give you guys an idea of how far away they are. They are way out of range for us. Following the elk tracks up this hill, and about 10 minutes ago he jumped up and ran for about, you know, maybe 20-30 feet and stopped. So I've just been sitting here, gave him a little bit of time. I called Dad on the radio, get him up in this direction because we separated quite a while ago. But Dad's moving up here with the rifle, and hopefully that elk didn't go too far. So we're gonna just continue to track them and hopefully run into this guy, so stay tuned. Well guys, nothing for today, but Dad and I are going to head back to the cabin and get ourselves some hot food. I'm going to give you guys a quick review of the UVPaqlites that I've got and get a good night's sleep, get up tomorrow morning and try again. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, like I said earlier, I wanted to show you guys a new product that I've been testing out, and it's these UVPaqlites. And as you can see, it's kind of starting to get dark a little bit already,
So they're starting to glow. I've also got the tube light, which is basically just a resin compound about the shape of a chem light, you know, or a light stick. And I've also got a smaller one that I carry in my backpack. Now you guys are probably just thinking, oh, you know, it's just a big sheet of glow-in-the-dark. Well, essentially yes, but they make a great emergency light. When it gets pitch black out, this will actually glow in the room and be pretty bright enough for you to function and find what you're looking for. So there's a lot of different uses, you know, if you're caving, camping, and you want to go light and not have to worry about batteries or breaking a chem light that's going to go out in 10-12 hours. These, they just use any kind of light. It doesn't matter if it's sunlight, flashlight, LED light, even black lights will charge these up. And inside the crystals are actually natural resources. It's strontium and aluminum and some other natural resources from the earth that, you know, collect the light, store it, and then when it gets dark, they go ahead and glow. And if you have these out, you know, on the outside of your pack or stored, you know, out in the daylight, these will last all night until the next morning. The thing I love about these ones is you can roll them up real tight. You know, you can put them in the outside pocket of your pack or inside your pack. You can unroll it, you know, if you've got like a camelback or a water bladder, you know, you can store this inside just like that. And it's got a little keychain up here. That way you can hang it or you know, attach it to your pack to collect light while you're out hiking all day. And again, you've got the smaller one. Like I said, this is one I carry in my pack. Again, it's a vacuum seal, but you can roll it, you can bend it, you know, and it's not going to break open. It's going to just keep conforming to however you turn it, and it's always going to keep glowing. And this one too has the keychain on it. Now the tube light is really cool. Like I said, it's the shape of like a test tube or even, you know, one of the regular chem lights. It's got the keychain on the end, and it feels like glass. I was actually really worried about it at first, and I contacted UVPaqlite, and you know, they let me know that it is really tough. It's actually a resin compound, really hard. You know, you can drop it and it shouldn't break very easily. Obviously anything's breakable, but you know, they tested these, they ran them over with vehicles, they dropped them, you know, from normal heights, and they stood up to the test of time. I've had this one for a few weeks and I haven't broke it yet. But I also wanted to show you guys, you know, when I'm hiking, I just keep it on the outside of my pack. This is my Camelback Rim Runner, and I just keep it on the outside here, and it collects the sunlight or daylight throughout the day, and then when I get inside my tent or at night, it's ready to go. And I'm going to show you that tonight. Once it gets dark, I'll show you how bright these things get, and hopefully tomorrow morning I'll wake up before the sun's up and I'll be able to show you that they're still glowing in the morning. So stay tuned. I forgot to show you guys earlier that the tube lights also come in a handy keychain size. But while I'm right here, I thought I would show you guys what we're making for dinner tonight. We got scrambled eggs with onion diced up in there. We got some potatoes frying in bacon grease. So obviously we had to have some nice thick cut bacon to make that grease. But we decided to have a breakfast for dinner tonight. Alright, we're inside the cabin that Gwen 1947 and I are staying in over the weekend. Looking out the window, you can still see it's light out. But I wanted to show you I hung one of the UVPaqlites already. And you can already see how much it's starting to glow. Now I want to let you guys know that, you know, these don't project light, you know, like a flashlight or a lantern. You're not going to be able to sit down, play cards and whatnot. But it does produce enough light once it's pitch black that you're going to be able to move around, get into your bag, grab whatever you need, and be able to function without tripping over stuff. But like I said, you know, it's still light out, but it's just a little dark here in the room, and the thing's already starting to glow pretty bright. But you know, once it gets pitch black, I'll turn the cameras on again so you guys can see how bright this thing gets. So I'll see you in a couple hours. Just so you guys can see them here in the pitch black. These are the UVPaqlites. Obviously these are the flat panel ones. And the tube lights. The miniature keychain one and the full-size one on the right there. So these should last all night, and we will turn the cameras on in the morning to see how they're doing. Well, it's the next morning, and the UVPaqlites and tube lights are still glowing. My camera doesn't really have a good night mode, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see those. But they are still glowing, and it's been about 12 hours. So these things do last quite a bit. There's the tube lights right there. I hope you guys can see that. But again, these things don't require any batteries. Just any kind of light will charge them up. And from what I've seen, they last at least 12 hours. Well guys, we're back at the cabin today, and you know, unfortunately saw a lot of elk signs, but never got any clear shots on any, so you know, there's always next year. But packed up, getting ready to go home. I was able to give you guys a quick review of the UVPaqlites. Check them out at UVPaqlite.com. And it's been another weekend with the Goal Experience, and I'll see you next time. Go out and live.